And as you make your way to your back, big breaths in and out through the nose. Option to open up the lips, take that breath in and out through the mouth, just whatever makes you comfortable, and focus intentionally on your breathing. And see if you can deepen the inhale and exhale. Just let the breath travel into more than just the face, the upper respiratory, but see if you can take that breath down into the shoulders, as we had a request for shoulders today. Into those lungs, the deep belly. And continue with these intentional inhale and exhale, moving into the hips, the front and back of the legs, down into the bottoms of the feet, into the toes. I'm so glad you all showed up today. And we'll start to create a little bit of movement with our breath. So on your next inhale, we'll take the arms overhead and then reach through the fingers, point through the toes. Inhale, lengthens, tightens, strengthens. Exhale, release, soften all the muscles. Be light, but at the same time, let go. Feel the ground underneath you. Inhale again, reach through the fingertips, point through the toes. Strong, strong inhale. And then exhale, release. We'll take one more. Arms overhead, point and reach to the toes, on our back. Strong, strong, intentional, big breath in. Exhale, release. Draw the knees up into the chest. Give yourself a little massage on the back, side to side, forward and back. Feel free to tuck the chin, stretch through the upper shoulders. Pull the knees into the chest, feel the stretch in the low back and the hips. Point and flex through the feet, wiggle the toes. From here, we'll take the feet up to the sky, just a few bend and flex through the knees. So as we inhale, we lengthen, we push and reach the feet up to the sky. As we exhale, we just draw the heels into our glutes, back towards the body. See if you can really rest and relax through the shoulders, the neck, and the head. And then change it up, point through the toes. So now we reach and point through the toes, feeling a little bit more stretch on that tib anterior, so the front of those shins. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest. And just a few side-to-side motions. So on an exhale, we'll draw the knees over to the right, just a few inches. Inhale brings us right back up through center. Exhale off to the left. And as we inhale up through center, exhale to the side, we're just taking a few different breaths into our belly area to stretch through our sides of our body. And as we're stretching through the sides of the body, we're really engaging through the core, so we're building some heat and some activation through the midsection. Just moving with our breath. The knees don't have to come all the way down to the floor. We're just warming up still. Keep pressing the arms into the floor. See if you can continue to be soft through the face. Let the core do the work. One more time, each direction. And as you come through center, pause. This time, instead of knees to chest, happy baby pose. Drive the knees into the armpit area, feet up to the sky. First and second fingers around the big toes or outside edges of the feet. And again, rocking and massage of the low back. See if you can open up through the hips here. So keep pulling the knees into that armpit shoulder area, down into the floor as the feet are at the same time, tension is pulling the feet up to the sky. So just this active tension down towards the ground and up towards the sky. Stretching and breathing into those hips. And then we'll take the knees together, rock and roll up to a comfortable seated position. And as we come to a seat, let's take the legs straight out today. Toes point towards the face. Big inhale takes us up. Exhale, round over the body, forward folds. Let the head hang heavy. If you want a little bit more support, you can take your hands down at your sides. And as the toes point towards the face, we breathe into the back of the legs, so we're feeling the hamstrings. You might be feeling this in your back, your neck. So depending on where you're most tight in the back of the body. And then point the toes away from you. Feel the stretch in the front of the shins. On an inhale, take the arms up, reach and stretch. And then exhale, twist to your right. And in this L-shaped position that we're in, see if you can keep pushing the legs into the ground. Push the hips into the ground, reach the feet towards the top of your mat, and then at the same time, active tension, reaching the fingertips forward and back. So left fingertips are driving towards the front of our mat, left fingertips back behind. You might even play with the gaze, looking over the right shoulder. Continue to sit tall as you push into the floor with the strength of the back of your legs. One more breath in this seated twist. Inhale takes us all the way up through center. Let's go second side. Exhale, twist to your left. Same thing, active tension, pushing into the floor, reaching through the feet, reaching through the fingertips, sitting tall. Option to look over the left shoulder, breathe into the neck space. Think about working on your posture muscles here. Breathing into the belly. Inhale to take everything back up through center. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our knees in, rock and roll all the way to tabletop. So we're just transitioning here. And as we transitioning, our hands are coming underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And we're gonna go ahead and practice a few different thread the needle, so in and out. We're not gonna go into it. I want you to inhale the right arm up and pause. Pause here to maybe find just a little bit more length as you push down into the left hand, and then really try to breathe into the collarbones of the heart and continue to look up towards the sky as much as you can. If this is too much on your neck, you might look down towards the hand. And we're really thinking about opening up through the heart, reaching through the tailbone and the head. On an exhale, thread the needle. We're coming right back up though. So just as we thread the needle, we're flexing and we're rounding through the spine as we thread the arm through, push to the back of the arm, and then an inhale takes us right back up. Big inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, thread just for a second, push to the back of the arm. Find a little twist and breath in that right shoulder. Inhale, bring it right back up. One more just like that. This time we're coming down to pause. Exhale, thread the needle. Stay in your thread the needle. And as we stay here, our hips are reaching up and back. We're resting on the right side of the head. Option to take the left hand to the top of your mat. And then just really intentional breathing into that right shoulder. So you probably felt a lot of stretching and breath as you were articulating up and down through the thread the needle actively, but now as you're in the resting thread the needle, see if you can create space in that right side neck. Breathe into all the angles around the right shoulder. See if you can soften through the face and the toes. On your next inhale, walk the left hand underneath the shoulder. Big reach and stretch one more time, all the way up to the sky with that right arm. Exhale, let the right arm come underneath the heart. Second side, left arm reaches up. Pause for a moment to be strong and supported in this position. We're still reaching the hips back, reaching through the top of the head. Option to even take the gaze to the floating fingers. Think about taking the belly button and the heart up to the sky here. Just really opening up through that thoracic spine, through the front of the body. And then we'll thread dynamically with our breath. So exhale to thread, push through the back of that left arm. Breathe through the left shoulder. When you're ready, an inhale takes us right back up. This is one. Exhale to thread. And then last one, inhale, take it up. This time as we exhale and thread, we're gonna pause and thread the needle, push to the back of the left arm. Option for the right arm to come up towards the top of your mat. And then again, intentional breathing and care into that left shoulder. Really drawing the left shoulder down towards the hip in that shape. On your next inhale, walk the right arm underneath the shoulder, and then left arm comes up. Big reach and stretch, last one. Exhale, take it down, tabletop, tuck the toes, push through hands evenly all the way to the fingertips, down dog. Reach the hips up and back. As we reach the hips up and back, feel free to walk your dog. So side to side, pushing into the heels, the ankles, knees, and hips. Just breathing length as the hips try to come up to the sky, and then the heels try to dig down into the floor. And then see if you can equalize the body's effort in the right and left side. So as you're pushing through the palms into the fingertips, equal amount of strength, holding yourself up strongly. When you're ready, we're gonna look towards the hands and we're gonna walk, step, or float to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop the back. You're reaching through tailbone, top of the head. Exhale, full top of the head towards the toes. Inhale, we're coming all the way up to standing. Big reach and stretch. Exhale, side bend here. This time we're gonna pretend like we have that beach ball. Summer is so close, y'all. So as we go side bend right side of the room, we're pushing through the feet and our arms feel like we have that beautiful, colorful beach bar between us. So, right, we're active with the arms. We're opening up through the left side of the body. And then we're really squeezing as we're also reaching. So arms are really strong here, all the way then down through the body into the feet. Inhale to take it up through center. Exhale to come to the left side. Again, active arms, we reach and we squeeze. As we're squeezing, we're drawing the shoulders down towards the hips. Activating the back, squeezing the glutes, pushing down through the feet so the legs are like statues, really reaching and digging into the ground. Inhale to take it up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up through the front of the body. Option to even take the gaze up to the sky. Breathe through the collarbones and the heart. Push the back of the arms towards the back of your space. Keep pushing through the feet. One more just like that. Inhale, take it up. Cactus the arms. Exhale, draw the elbows into the sides of the body. Big breath in through that heart space. Legs are active and strong. Inhale takes us up. Exhale, tee the arms forward, fold. Top of the head towards the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk the hands and the feet back, down dog. From down dog, inhale, shift into plank pose. If you're working on strength, option to drop to your knees. And then on a count of 5, and exhale, slowly bends the elbows to the corners of the room. We lower all the way belly down. As we lower all the way belly down, we're gonna take our arms in front of us. So you're gonna extend the arms in front of you. We're gonna do a little bit of back strengthening here. And so as we take the arms in front of us, our toes reach behind. And inhale, reach, right arm up, left leg up. So as we're doing opposite arm, opposite leg, we're not just lifting up towards the sky, but we're actually lengthening. So reach through the toes and the fingertips. And as you reach through those spaces, you'll notice the lift naturally happens up to the sky. And as we hold this shape, push through the left hand, push through the right leg. Breathe into the belly, feel the belly underneath you, breathing into the ground. Exhale, take the right arm down, left leg down, opposite side. Inhale, flip the left arm up, right leg up. Hold. As you lengthen, you're reaching forward and back and up at the same time. Push through the right arm, the left leg. Really strongly breathing into the belly. See if you can keep your gaze down and forward to keep that neck in line. Next, exhale, sends it down. We're going both arms, both legs. When you're ready, inhale, float the arms and the legs up as much as you can. Lengthen and reach through toes and fingertips. Even if the arms and legs are just hovering slightly off the floor, you can always do just the arms or just the legs. Feel the belly breathing underneath you. On an exhale, slowly bring the body down. Take the hands underneath yourself. So bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. And we're going to go into Sphinx pose. So as we bring the elbows into the shoulders and inhale, we push through the forearms and the hands. And then naturally, we shift forward with our heart. And as we do this, we slightly come up in this mini back bend. So this is a great option for back bends if you have any back issues or it's a little bit too much to go into up dog. So as we come into this shape, we're pushing through elbows, we're pushing through forearms and hands. We're thinking about lengthening through the top of the head and the toes. Instead of coming up towards the sky, we're actually reaching forward. And just feel again the breath in the belly, the breath into the hips, this strength of this posture as you draw your shoulders down and back towards the hips. One more big breath into the belly. And then an exhale, go ahead and slowly lower yourself down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Push through plank or tabletop. Shift your hips back, find your down dog. Woo. From down dog, we'll inhale to float the right leg high. As we float the right leg high, pause in this three-legged dog. Feel the strength in your arms all the way up into the shoulders. Push through the left heel. Find the length in the back of the left leg. And then when you're ready, inhale, float that right leg all the way through. We're coming into warrior two, so you're gonna turn the back left heel, cartwheel the hands all the way back up. And as you find your warrior two shape, start to find the strength in your legs to maybe come a little bit lower and challenge yourself. Push the blade edge of the left leg into the glute. All four corners of the feet are gravitating toward the ground here. Shoulders are down and away. Inhale to take it forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Breathe through this right side of the body. Inhale brings us back into warrior two. Exhale, we're gonna take the arms behind us. Little opener here, draw the arms behind, reach and stretch. As you reach and stretch the palms down towards the sky, option to look up, open up through the collarbones. Legs are still right where they are. Exhale, bring the gaze neutral, release the bind. Find your warrior two. On an inhale, tick-tock forward, side angle. Arm comes to be postured on the leg, but not necessarily resting into the hip and the leg. So just a little bit of support. As we find this side angle, keep the legs where they are. Option to maybe take the right arm a little bit lower here. And then left arm can even wrap behind. And then we start to really articulate that heart up to the sky. We're still opening up through the hips, pushing through the long line of this left leg. Breathing into that side angle. This right leg's gonna wanna find an escape and try to rest. So see if you can keep those strong legs. Remember your gaze options through your practice. On an exhale, we release the bind, and inhale takes us back up to warrior two. Beautiful. Straighten through the forward leg. You got this. Triangle pose. Inhale to take it forward. Right leg is straight this time. And our knees are soft, so they're not locked out. And in triangle pose, the only difference is this right leg is not bent anymore. You might need to narrow your base slightly, but we're really still working on opening up through the hips and the heart. Again, option to look up or down. You might feel a little bit more stretch in the hip and the low back as we come into triangle versus side angle. Your inhale tick-tocks you back up strongly. And then from here, we're cartwheeling forward. So we're gonna take the arms forward. We're gonna turn the left toes point forward. Plant the hands to frame the right leg. Right leg floats all the way back. And we're going scorpion dog. So stack the right hip over left. Breathe into that hip space, that right side body. Keep actively pushing through the hands. Exhale, take that right leg down. Notice first and second side in your down dog. Push into the heels and the hands, hips up to the sky. On an inhale, take the left leg to float up into the sky. Pause. Push down into the right heel. Feel the length and the breath in the back of the right leg. As you feel ready, we'll float that left leg all the way through. Turn the back right leg, coming all the way into that warrior two second side. Woo. It's been humid in Eugene, so it feels humid in this space here. Remember your warrior two legs, pushing down into the floor, actively all the way to the glute and the blade edge of the foot. From here, we're gonna go ahead and move with our breath. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, left side. Really lengthening through the left side of the body. Change your gaze where you need to support your neck. Keep the legs low and strong. Inhale to come back into warrior two. Arms come behind. Take an opposite grip this time. Maybe go for opposite thumb on top or forearms. And then just as we drive the arms back, we open up through the heart. Maybe even take a little bit of a gaze towards the sky to get into the neck. Opening through the heart space, little balance challenge as we change our gaze. Exhale, bring the gaze normal. If it's not already there, release the arms. From here, we're gonna go ahead and tick-tock forward, side angle. Breathe in length to that right side body. Remember your same options. You might take that left arm all the way down. You could take that right arm behind, find the hip crease here. Gaze options, so many things. Do what feels good in your body. Support your practice so that you can practice each day, so that your body's getting stronger. On your next exhale, we release the bind, and inhale takes us right back up, warrior two. Straighten through the left leg, triangle pose, tick-tock forward. Find even more length in that right side body, articulating the hips and the heart up to the sky. Remember, our knees are not locked out, they're soft. Breathe into that right hip, into the lower right back. On an inhale, we take it back up, so we tick-tock ourselves back up with our strength. And then we're cartwheeling forward, frame that left leg. Flip the left leg all the way back, scorpion dog. Stack left hip over right. Push equally through the fingertips. Breathe into that left body space. Exhale, push that left leg down, down dog. Pause in your down dog, reaching the hips up to the sky, heels into the floor. Inhale to shift into plank pose. Option to come to your knees if you're working on strength. Otherwise, we're lowering all the way down nice and slow. Elbows come to the corners of the room to support. As we come down onto our belly, find again the arms out in front, toes pointing behind. So same shape we were in before. As we come into that shape, we're going both arms, both legs. We're warm. I know you're all strong. You've been here all term. So on an inhale, float the arms up, float the legs up as much as you can. You're super personing, so you're reaching through the fingers and the toes. Again, even if the arms are just hovering, it's okay. You're working on strength. Keep your gaze down and forward. Keep the neck in line. Breathe into the belly. On your next exhale, slowly lower down. Take the arms into a T and find your right cheek. And as we find our right cheek, I want us to just intentionally lengthen through the top of the head as we're resting. So see if you can almost like scooch your right ear and the top of your head a little bit more towards the top of your mat. And then as we're in this resting position on our right cheek, just breathe into that neck space. On an inhale, take your gaze forward and neutral. Take the arms back out in front. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. Maybe a little bit of lifting happens. Find the strength in the back of the body. Squeeze the glutes. Press into the hips and the belly, into the floor. Feel your breath. Move the body slightly. On your next exhale, we'll slowly bring the body down. Arms come into a T, and then take your left cheek to your mat to rest. Again, see if you can find length in the neck, just scooching the top of the head as much as you can. Just micro adjustments here, and then just breathing into the neck space. I don't blame you if you just want to stay here since we're almost done. An inhale to take the gaze normal, so neutral spine. And then from there, take the arms underneath the shoulders, pressing through tabletop, knees are down, push the hips back. Sitting on our heels or any sort of seat shape that works for you. A few more shoulders here for us. So let's go ahead and take the arms overhead. Eagle arms, right arm comes underneath left. From here, we're squeezing everything to midline. And then we're just gonna trace a few times. An inhale sends the arms up, breathe through the upper back and the shoulders. Take the gaze towards the floating fingers. Exhale, bring the arms right back down in front. Inhale to take it up. Continue to sit tall. Exhale, bring them down. And then we'll release. We'll go second side. Big inhale, take the arms overhead. Left arm underneath this time. Eagle arm second side. Drawing shoulders away from ears down towards hips. So really set up the posture. We're pushing into the hips. Our belly button is pulled into the low back. When you're ready, inhale, sends the arms up. Breathing into those shoulders. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Release the arms, big reach and stretch. We're going behind the body. Option to interlace fingers, grab wrist, forearms, or elbows. From here, just a few times, bring the chin towards the chest on your exhale. Inhale, send it right back up. Breathing through the front of the neck and the heart space. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, chin to chest, pause. Inhale over to your right shoulder. Exhale through heart center. Inhale over the left shoulder. Exhale through center. One more time. Inhale over to the right. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale through heart. Inhale to the left. Exhale through heart. Pause. Neutral spine. Stack the head over the neck. Release the arms. We're going to come to our hips to just transition onto our backs. So just like we started, when you're ready, grabbing clothing, anything you need, maybe some water, roll onto your backs. We're going to find our final resting pose. As you come down, find some sort of comfortable shape. So if you want to start like we started, with the arms maybe at your sides or overhead, and just start to settle in for this 1 minute Shavasana. All you need to be doing is breathing. Intentional breaths in and out through the nose. Wherever you're at, just big breaths. We'll take 3 together with audible HA ha's. So feel free to open your mouth and let it go in your rooms. Here we go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Feel free to stay as long as you need in that shape. If you want to transition, you can take the arms overhead. Inhale, reach to the fingertips and the toes, and exhale, draws the knees up into the chest. And we can come to one side to press ourselves up or rock and roll. If you'd like to come into a seated position, we'll take 1 breath to end our practice today. So big inhale takes it up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Always a pleasure to move and breathe and self-care with you, ducks. Namaste. Thank you all.